Hello, my stamping friends. It's Marilyn here at Stamping Creations with Marilyn, coming to you on Thursday, July the 7th. Thank you for joining me from wherever you're watching from. Whether you're new to my channels or whether you're returning, you're always welcome. I love the community that we have built here and love the sharing and caring that we can do. As you know, if you've watched the last few weeks, I have been trying out this new system. And if you're watching on my VIP page, because it's a group in Facebook, you will have to give StreamYard permission to show your name so that I can see your name when it comes up on the comments. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, I'd appreciate it. I may not be able to answer comments as we go through, but I certainly will go back and read them all afterwards. And I really appreciate all of you being here and sharing with me. So like I say, welcome. Thank you for coming back, even though I wasn't here last week. I did have family over, and we had a great time because our son and his family were back from their holiday, and it was great to see them. And then, of course, Canada Day came the next day, and as you know, also the next day, July 1st, started our new Stampin' Up catalog, mini holiday catalog, as we call it, and also celebrations. So really appreciate your shopping with me with that. And we will go through a few of those things tonight, not a catalog walkthrough by any means, but a couple of things that I do have to share with you there. So before we get started, I'll just go through my usual, and I want to share with you my current host code. If you're shopping with me and don't have a demonstrator in Canada already, I'd love to have you as my customer. That is the current host code. Classes I have each month. I do have a 12-month of Christmas cards happening on the second Thursday of each month at 1 o'clock. And we are getting ahead on our Christmas cards for this year. So quite excited about that, especially for me as well, because I was behind last year. So that wasn't very good. Then I do have a monthly card class the third Wednesday of each month. And anyone in Canada is welcome to join that. You just have to register far enough ahead that I can get the kits to you if you're interested in that part of it. And every week we have a Zoom class with friends on Friday. And this class has just turned out to be the best thing ever. It is people from all across Canada, some from the States, and we just have a good time creating together with what we have in our own stock. So if you want to join that, just let me know and I will include you in the email that goes out on Thursday morning so you can get your kits ready for the Friday morning or Friday afternoon class when our teacher does it. And for that one as well, anyone is welcome to be the teacher. And we love having new people, whether you have camera setups like we do or you don't, doesn't matter. You can still be the teacher and create along with us and show us how to do it. So my question tonight, as we're getting you on here and saying hello, and I haven't looked at comments yet, but I will. My question is, summertime, here we are in July. So let me know what you do for the summer. Do you attend certain festivals? We were watching TV today and see that Calgary Stampede Parade is tomorrow. So Calgary Stampede here in Alberta is a huge event, and it's back, I believe, full force this year. And following shortly on the tail of that is Klondike Days, as we used to call it. And I'm not sure if that's still what it's called in Edmonton or not, but it's in Edmonton. And I learned today that in Spruce Grove, there is a weekend car rally, motorcycles one day, cars another day, whatever. There's always something happening for the summer. So let us know what you enjoy doing for that and chat with each other as I get my desk set up, and I will show you the card I'm going to be using. Okay, I'm seeing now with comments, I am seeing some that say Facebook user, Facebook user. That is because you have not given permission to StreamYard to show your name. So I'm sorry, I can't figure out, I can't tell you exactly what to do with that, but there should have been a blurb come up at the start of this saying to allow StreamYard to show that. But if not, I'll try and see if I can figure it out later when I'm looking at that. So I'm going to switch now to my desktop and welcome everybody. I see Gail, Peggy, Betty on YouTube, which is great as well. Lucky to know that's working. Thank you. And Peggy, I'm glad you're here because I do believe this card is the one that you had asked me if I could show you how to make. And I did have it ready last week before I had decided to cancel my Facebook Live. So hopefully I can still remember how to put it together. So bear with me if I stumble through it. And otherwise, you can help me along. I will, like I say, I'll try and read. Don't see anything allowing them to show the name. Okay, I'll have to research that more so. But if you're on just on Facebook, it should be okay. But on the Facebook VIP group is where that's coming from. My understanding, anyway. So here we are at my desktop. This is the mini catalog. If you're in Canada, do not have a demonstrator and would like a catalog, let me know. I do have some on hand here that I can certainly get to you. And I've been working on designer papers. And I'll try not to, hopefully there's not too much glare on those, but I just want to show you a few of them. I have done a paper share. Thank you to all of you who have joined that. It's been great, and I've been having a great time seeing the papers from all angles, sort of thing. And I will do another one for the mini that comes out in January as well, so just keep that in mind. So I have page numbers written here. This one is page 9, The Sweetest Christmas, and designer paper always has two sides we can use. So that's what I'm displaying here is the different sides, different patterns, plus the different cardstock that coordinates with it. So like I say, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll just quickly go through these in case there's some that you haven't seen. The Santa Express, as I was flipping those pages, I couldn't figure out what this color was in the background here, but I'm sure it is this petal pink. Once I put the cardstock colors with it, really cute paper. Fala on that side, ho-ho on that side, so lots of opportunities there. Boughs of Holly on page 25 is our traditional reds and greens. And those of you in my Christmas card class, you know that we're going to be using some of these things for sure. So let's see. Okay, I'm just reading a post. I can see everyone's name as well, but not sure if Marilyn can see my name. I cannot. It just says Facebook user. So that's okay. Just keep commenting and we'll just carry on and we'll figure that out for next time. Painted Christmas is a designer series paper that was returning from last year. So we've already had some cards made with this, but there's lots more opportunity there. Lights Aglow has lots of glimmer, gold in it. And this one has extra sheets, so that's why I ended up cutting it on a diagonal to show both sides of each of those. Storybook Gnomes, cute, cute, cute paper. And some great colors again, some blues that you don't normally see in the Christmas colors. And great animals. Rustic Harvest, a fall one with pumpkins and fall colors. And of course, black and white, which we can color or do whatever. Black and white. And this one does have basic gray in it, but great designs again. Gingham Cottage is one that is $41, but you get 48 sheets. I believe it was 48. So lots of different designs there in the ginghams and lots of colors. Splendid Day. And I do have some card samples to show you towards the end with this one. And it has copper and glimmer, shiny on, probably can't, well, maybe you can, on each side of those. So lots of possibilities with that one. So just thought, like I say, because I was working with designer paper today, I thought maybe I would show you that. So again, the catalog, so many amazing things. Each year when these come out, we say there can't be anything new and wonderful, but there's always is. So we have in the back all the stamp sets alphabetically. We have the dies alphabetically. We have punches, designer paper, ribbons, specialty paper, which the black 12 by 12 is back. And I didn't look today, but I have seen it say before that it was already back ordered. Well, not back ordered, but you couldn't order it. Some more glimmery paper, This is red and white glimmer paper, and they've come back with the embossing buddy as part of an embossing additions tool, Nourish and Flourish kit, which is kind of like a lunch kit, but portion of this sale does go to a charity. Some washi tape that's back, just so many things. Jingle bells that are flat so they can go through the mail. And of course, as always, your hosting and your joining is the best thing yet to do during celebration. So then on to celebration, we have this catalog. And as you probably know, most of you on here have have learned that this is free stuff. I just see that my grandson is watching me on YouTube, so that's kind of neat. Hello, Jack. For $60, you can get the happiest hippos, and I received this from Bonnie as a swap card. Thank you, Bonnie. Isn't that cute? I can hardly wait till mine gets here. I've just ordered it. So there are dies that go with it for another $60, and there's more paper. There are, this is the Rings of Love paper. So again, fall, actually all seasons. There's fall, there's houses, there's birds for spring maybe. And this is the cards and envelopes. You don't need my paper towel. There are 40, so it's 20 envelopes and 20 soft seafoam and 20 pool party cards already scored and ready for you to use. So great deal there if you're looking for something quick to work with. The stylish sketches, which even just stamped like they are, make a perfect card. This paper is gold or silver lines and dots. So again, silver and gold. And you have 24 sheets, so you can see your choices of silver and gold. So many great things just for a bonus for when you spend. This one is 60. This stamp set is for 120. And then there is the stamp set I'm using tonight. Oh, before I get there, these tree lot dies match stamp set that or coordinate with the stamp set, Trees for Sale stamp set in the annual catalog. No, in the July to December catalog. Just read the words. This paper and stamp set comes as a $120 gift. So more great things there. And if you host a party that is for a workshop or place an order for $375, you get this stamp set, Perfect Pomegranate. And if you join during celebration, you automatically get this Making Plans collection, which I haven't got it, but I've seen lots of demonstrators showing it. And it's a planner, some notebooks, and a stamp set. So always a great keeping you organized tool there. So just carry on for a minute and I will show you what I have planned for you today. So as we discussed a while ago, and Peggy, I think it was you that had said to you'd like to know how to make this card when I showed it, right? So it's a lot easier than it looks, trust me. So this is one that I've done as a sample in Sweet Sorbet and I'll just say Blushing Bride. Petal Pink. Sorry, got that wrong. Lucky I had it written down. So it's the same size that fits in the envelope, a regular envelope size. And I want to thank Kathleen from Quebec, who taught us this on our Friday class one week. And she had found it on a site by Jan B from the UK. Only, if I remember correctly, Kathleen, I think Jan's was $14 for a 6x6 or something. It was a different size and you figured it out. So I really appreciate that. So I've done I've done a lot of pre-work on this. So I'm going to make it out of greens because I'm using the Tea Boutique paper. That's what I used here, as well as the green piece of it there. So I'm going to start with folding my base in half. And the hardest part of the whole thing, as we discovered making it on our Friday Zoom class, was finding the center. So because we're at the center here and we're at the center with all of our pieces. So I'll leave those there and I'll tell you what I did this time. Again, trying to make things easy. So our card measures 5.5. So our center is going to be 2 3/4. So that's our first piece that we need. And I will put these dimensions in the description of this afterwards. So I'm just going to draw my little mark there. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer and I'm going to trim from this fold corner down to there and this fold corner down to there. So on our paper trimmer, it's very easy to line it up in the groove here and trim them off. Now, when you do that, make sure you keep them. Well, I think it's better if you keep them. And I know that was something that Kathleen stressed to us. Keep them so you know which is the right and which is the left. So there are my pieces for that. You can see I have the right and the left. So then we came to, okay, doing there's all my pieces here, doing the other layers. And they weren't quite as easy to figure out how to find the middle. So what I did this time was I took a piece of grid paper, measures the same size exactly, so it's 5 by 3 3/4. Whoops, let's start with the cardstock first. 5 1/4 by 4. My grid paper is the same, and I just folded it in half. Instead of trying to figure out what half of 5 1/4 is, this way I can now take it and with my trusty little pencil, I can just mark on the center and I can cut again my same direction with that. So I'm going from the corner to my mark. And if you start at this corner, quite often it will buckle or create a rough edge. So usually start this way and it should fit fairly well there. And then the other way, making sure you can still see what I'm doing. And I've got my layers that will go here. And then exactly the same thing on my designer paper, only it's 5 by 3 3/4. Oh, I see, Kathleen, that must be you. I remember I changed something. Yes, I'm sure you had changed the dimensions from 6 by 6, which I really appreciate because even though we can make envelopes quite easily, I like being able to just pop my cards into an envelope. Let's make sure I'm on the fold, not the, just about did that wrong. So what's the weather like where you guys are? Today we've had rain, sunshine, rain, sunshine, rain, sunshine. And if not, we'll grab another piece of paper. But it was warm. our temperature was still, I think it was up to 20 Celsius today. So there are my pieces. So then all we have to do is put them together. And that, as usual, is much easier if you use the liquid glue. So you've got a little bit of wiggle room, but you should have a fairly even border around each of those. And you can tell by my glue that it's a fairly new one because there's lots of glue coming out. And, oh, look at that. And as we discussed during our Friday class, that if it's not exact, don't worry about it, because whoever gets it's going to be so excited they've got a handmade card that they'll be happy anyway, right? So there is that side. So like I say, once you get the figure out how to cut it so that the triangles layer, I think it's quite easy, and it's very pretty card. So we, out our front window, we have what becomes a pond when there's lots of rain, and every once in a while there are ducks in it even. So I'm expecting that to happen in the next little while because, like I say, the rain has been coming down. I'm so glad that I'm not a farmer trying to cut hay right now, which I understand if you're on here, Tracy or Deb from Saskatchewan, I understand that's where you're at with your farming. So I hope this storm doesn't get to you. So the other thing that I did not do on this, which I normally do, is use dimensionals because of the different layers and the thicknesses that we're using. So then all I did to line these up was I want to make sure that they're not over the edges, but as far to the edge as possible. And then, of course, you don't want glue going behind here. So I just took my finger like that, real precise, right? And I'm going to hope that it works. So lining up my edges about like that, and then the same on the other side. And that's all there is to it. Then decorated, I'm going to show you what and how I did that. And like I say, don't run away. I do have show and tell cards. I'm part of another swap for the mini. So I'm starting to get those cards, and they are gorgeous. It is so nice to have samples to show you of sets that I don't have the sets for yet. I'm sure that after seeing these, I will end up getting some of them. Okay, so then I took just a white layer as usual, and I wanted it here. Ooh, so I wasn't very good with that, was I? Be careful and use my adhesive eraser when that dries. For this one, I just stamped, and it's okay. But when I went to do this one, I wanted it placed exactly, and I wanted to do it before I attached this. So I have some temporary adhesive, and I guess I have glue on there. So I'm just going to attach it so it stays temporarily. Put this down, and then I have this stamp set. I picked this because it fits in between there. And I have picked, Let's Celebrate Everything to go on the front of there. But I need my Parakeet Party. Triple toes, I like that. I like that a lot. So Parakeet Party is this color, and one of our new in colors. So it's nice to use them. This one is the one that I used on here, and I really love how the distinctive stamp works. The colors there. So let me stamp behind here first. Everything lined up on the right side, my right side. And I'm just going to, oh, you know what else I did? I'm tough here for a minute. I'm going to take this and lay it underneath there so I don't stamp mistakenly on my card base. Oh, wow. Much better than just stamping randomly. I like that. So now I can also stamp my greeting just on here. Oh yeah, unrock it. That's why paper has two sides, right? Then I'm going to use my Stylish Shapes dies and my mini cut and emboss machine, and just cut that out. At least I've got all the pieces here, which I think I do. So we have our layer number 1. I have one number 2 plate. I have my greeting and my die. And trying not to shake the table too bad, but it is great when you have sets of dies like this that are all sequential and you can use them to do layers like this. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So then I did, and again, like I said, I did not use dimensionals on this because of all the thicknesses here. So once more, I'm going to use my liquid glue, these together, and I hope that some of you will try this. Howbie, oh, sure like I can turn it around, isn't it? Howbie, if you, during the next week, if you make one of these and post it on my VIP group, I will send you a card. I have many cards that I love to share. So no draw or anything involved in that one. Just post a card like this. So you can see, because it's square, I can line it up here and here, and it fits. So that will be the one that I'll draw for next week. And like I say, hopefully you'll give it a try. It's not difficult at all to put it all together once you figure out those dimensions and the center of it. So looks great. Going to try it tonight. Thanks, Lynn. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so there's other questions. Like I say, I will go back and look at everything later tonight or tomorrow, and I will answer any questions you have. Betty, you're going to make this tomorrow. Good, good. And I will figure out that bit about letting Facebook show the names so I can actually call you by name. But if hopefully I can see it over on the group afterwards. So those are my cards. So now let's get on to show and tell. And while I'm doing that, just want to mention as well that I have worked diligently over the July weekend and got my retired stuff all ready for sale. If you haven't seen that on my social media posts, there is, just see if I can do this. There's a picture like this that if you find that, there are links to my site where I've got everything listed. There are pictures of everything, and you can send me a list from there. And if I've still got it, and it shouldn't be up there if I don't have it, I would be happy to ship it off to you and have it enjoy a new home. So let me know. Okay, back to this camera. This is a card from Sharon, and it's done with designer paper, just a different fold again. Thank you, Sharon. Love it. We'll be doing that one sometime too. This one's from Lori, and this is using the new Orchid Oasis paper and ink, and this bottled happiness. Love, love, love that set. I just did an anniversary card with that. I've done birthday cards with it. Great set to have. That's in the new mini. This is a happy birthday one from Lillian, and it came with a matching envelope, which I've been trying to do. I didn't do that here. Shame on me. I will have to try it again. This one is from Linda with the Happiness Abounds. And I love how she did the background just with outline around there. And then this is cut from the paper. And of course the sparkles. Thank you, Linda. This one is from Karen. Design embossing folder on the back, a bird that she's colored, and the envelope did have a bird on it as well. Some paper, the twig, and there is a place to write on the back. This one is from Kathy, and it's a stepping stone bundle that is in the mini, which I don't have, so it's really nice to see. She's done some embossing on the back here and got that little butterfly on it. And now we get into the Splendid Thoughts collection. There is a stamp set, and these are not made to coordinate or to stamp exactly over each other. There is a set of dies, so this is what the stamps do. I haven't cut all the dies out yet, but these are the dies that come with that. A little bit behind on that setup, but these are some cards from it. This one is from Nancy, and it's just cut out with some of these images, as you can see, and just layered on the card. Isn't that a neat idea? Plus, these are cards and envelopes that you can purchase in the craft paper. This is one done with the paper that comes in that suite, and it has copper with it and has a little bee. One of the papers actually has a bee on it, but you have to kind of look for it. Happy birthday, again in the copper and just embossed. And one done with the soft seafoam. I'm going to guess, oh, this is paper. I can see the design of the paper cut out there. And maybe, totally lost which color now. Help me, guys. Fresh Freesia would be the color probably behind it, but beautiful set. And this one's embossed as well. So that one is from Shelley. So thank you all for sharing your cards, which I will keep doing as long as I keep getting them. And now I have the card from last week. No, 2 weeks ago. And I have this keyed up, which hopefully will work. That you can see there, or maybe over here. You can see here that there are 16 comments from the Facebook page. I'm not sure if there's a way of doing it if I have comments from the YouTube as well at the same time. I'll have to look into that. But the excluded 2 users here not any of you guys. This is me and my company name because I do comment with both on there. So let's see who's going to win that card. Stacy. Congratulations, Stacy. So please let me know you've seen this and make sure I have your current address and I will get that off to you. Thanks for commenting, Stacy. And keep doing that. I love having all of you take part. So I think that is all I have to share with you tonight, unless there are other questions that I can see on here that are pressing. I don't see such. What is the name of your VIP group, Betty? I will get that to you. Love all the cards, especially the blue one. Yes, and that is the Starry Sky. I guess you can't see it if I'm pointing at it and don't have it on the screen. How be we do this? There, the Starry Sky designer paper that is in the new catalog as well. Going to make some. Great, love to see that. And I really love that triple toes. Whoever said that, that's great. So again, thank you for joining me, and hopefully you will keep in touch over the week, and we'll be back for next week. Well, we'll do something different. If there's anything you do want me to try and show you, or just try something different, I can certainly work on that. So just send me a message and let me know. Take care now. Bye.